Hey, Dad.
Hey! Just trying to fix something I screwed up.
What? So what's the design plan here?
So, design plan is to make a L-shaped outdoor kitchen-like space that's realistically going to be more used as a potting bench. But we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 cabinets from the inside, concrete countertop, and then we will have a little kind of breakfast bar area where the stools will sit underneath. We're going to install a recessed light there for lighting, and then do a cool, some sort of chandelier situation to light the top. Alright, and once we got all of our pocket holes drilled with our Craig pocket hole jig, it made it so easy to get these pieces assembled. Since they were all pre-cut, it made for a super strong connection, and most important for us was the clean finish. Since the 2x4 face is going to be part of the cabinet framing, we didn't really want to see any of the screws or screw heads. So this pocket hole jig was perfect for this. Alright, once we got the grill section all framed up and figured out, we moved back onto the main section of the outdoor kitchen and started assembling the 2x4s with the same pocket holes to get that nice, strong, and clean look. These guys will make out the area that is our shelving on the interior, and then you can also see how we added the plywood on either side because those are going to be the interior walls that will be really difficult to get to once the rest of the framing and plywood is put on the exterior.
Framing is done.
2 dogs, clamming a fry. And at this point we can finally start to see the shelves and cabinetry taking shape, and why those 2 end pieces of plywood needed to be put early on because they are sandwiched nice and tight in that framing. And once all that was completed, we were able to finally start moving to facing the cabinets in the structure.
Of course, we'd find JoJo drunk under the bar. What are you doing? Why are you hanging out there? Weird lady. So starting day 2, we cut down this metal that we had from another project. We thought it was a great reuse. Then we cut down all of the concrete board to get the concrete forms ready. And when it came time to install the grill, we realized we didn't like the one we had. So we had to reframe the entire grill area to fit this new Blackstone griddle.
And we were able to use 1x3s to create the frame or the exterior frame of the concrete countertop. And it worked out really well because it gave us a little bit of an overhang and a gap for the concrete to fill past the backer board that we'll see in just a moment. And we placed backer board behind the bar stools, but we used an existing metal for now, but we might do tile in the future. Alright, so for the start of day 3, we needed to finish with the concrete board install. It was mostly about securing that down so that we could get in the metal grid for the reinforcement to start pouring the concrete countertops. The other big challenge was our sink cutout. So we did have to cut the sink out of the concrete board and then get that silicone and caulked in to make sure that no concrete would leak around it, and we can get that nice finish level flush installation. The other thing that we started today was going to be the cabinet doors. So there's a lot of cabinet door prep to happen. Though we only had 4 cabinets, we technically have 6 doors because we do have 2 cabinet doors underneath the new grill area. And with that, and using 3/4 inch plywood, came lots and lots of sanding. Alright, so now we are to building the cabinet doors. These guys are going to be made out of the same 3/4 inch plywood that we used for the framing and the shelves on the inside. And because it's plywood, I'm a little worried about these square edges chipping and flaking away over time. So we are going to use a little kind of quarter round bit on the router just to soften them up before we sand. Hopefully prevents it from snagging.
course, you can't feel it, but you can see the difference. This is the sanded, and this is the raw. You can even probably hear the difference. Ooh, splinter.
And as always, guys, thanks so much for following along. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell icon for the newest updates. And we want to give a huge shout out to all of our gold members. If you are not a member already, be sure to go check out our profile and click that join button. Until next time.